next young man that I'm gonna talk about, let me tell you something. He he epitomizes why I put together these sort of videos and this sort of list because I'm gonna tell you, I'll be totally honest. If I had to choose one player to see, if I could only see one game and I could only see one player this fall play on Friday night, this is the kid I'm talking about. I already discussed earlier about who a red dot guy is and why we used it, why I use the term red dot, what that means in football. But I'm really sound like I'm hyping and glazing this young football player. But you know what? I am because he is just that special. And I'll go this far as to say he's the best running back in the area. Okay, he's the best running back in the area, and we have some good ones. But this young man is special. The young man I'm talking about plays over at Lely. His name is Nino Joseph. Let me tell you about what this young man has done in just 2 years. He's going into his junior season. Hasn't even played a full season yet. Didn't start the first few games of his freshman year, and then he's been nicked up a couple of times. So he's only had in two seasons, he's only played 14 football games. But in those 14 football games, let me tell you a couple of stats this young man has. He's over 2,400 yards rushing. I'm gonna repeat that. Played 14 games in high school as a freshman, 7 games. As a sophomore, 7 games. He has 2,400 plus yards. Yeah, that's pretty good, isn't it? Yeah, that's really good. But hey, what does he do with all those yards? Is that like what some people say? Is that empty calories? You know, he's averaging well over 9 yards a carry. Okay, he's averaging 200. I mean, excuse me, he's not having 200. He's averaging 175 yards per game. He has 30 rushing touchdowns in 14 games. So that means he's averaging a little more than 2 tuds per game. Okay, this young man is special. What makes him special? He's 5'7". He's elusive. Okay, and again, here I go again with comparisons. You don't know this kid is an underrated running back, but those that really know the sport of football, you know who this player is. Kyren Williams played at Notre Dame. He's going into his 4th year with the Los Angeles Rams. What you don't know about Kyren Williams is that the past 2 years he's gone over 1,000 yards. He has double-digit touchdowns, 12 and 14 touchdowns in back-to-back seasons. He's ascending in the running back world. I think he's 5'8", 5'9" player. Probably weighs more than Nino. Nino, I don't know if Nino's 208 pounds. This is what Williams is. But from a size standpoint, height, stature, but more importantly for me, I look at the running style. He runs. They very very similar. That's who he reminds me of. But let me tell you something about this guy. At one point, I'm talking about Nino again. At one point last year, in 5 consecutive games, he rushed for more than 200 plus yards. Think about that. 5 games he rushes for over 1,000 yards. You talking about consistency, and again, he only played 7 games. Okay, just look at what he's racking up. In his most productive game, he had 7 touchdowns. Okay, I'm sure many of you know they had 90-point game. They had this incredible scoring outburst against Baron Collier last year. Yeah, he went ham in that game. But this kid is everything that a coach, a fan, even opposing coaches, people that love football. This kid embodies being a football player. I guarantee you, if you ask him to run down on a kickoff, he'd do that because he played football all his life. He played defense, played linebacker in youth football. The kid is a football player, and he runs. You just can't teach his vision, his shiftiness, his contact balance. He has everything, and he has the ability when he touches the ball. Defensive coaches like me, unfortunately, we hold our breath because we want a quick whistle, and that meaning we got him on the ground some kind of way, or he ran out of bounds, or he tripped or something. We don't hear a whistle within 2 3 seconds. Chances are we looking at those big, large numbers on the back of his jersey, which is the nightmare of every defensive coach and every defensive player. But again, he's gotten in the end zone 30 times running the ball in 14 games. This young man is special. When it's all said and done, I could easily, if he stays healthy at the pace that he goes at, he should go over 2,000 yards this year, easily, easily. He should rack up another 20 plus touchdowns on the ground. He is just that dynamic of a player. He's a competitive player. He's an unselfish player, but he's the type of young man and the type of athlete that when you step onto the field, and I use this term all the time when I used to coach, especially when I was in youth football and some other situations, I had certain players that I would tell them, I know going into this game, I'm good because I know I'm going to get 21 points from you. And I'm sure his head coach, Coach Benhammer over there, Coach Thornton, OC over there, they go into each game knowing that, you know what, we already up 20, and since they don't kick extra points, they probably go into each game knowing that they got 3 touchdowns from Nino, which is 18 points, and then they got 3 2-point conversions, which is 24 points. So they already know going into the game, we at least going to come out of this game with 24 points because of one player. Just think about that. When you have that sort of confidence and a team has that, an offense knows we got a dude sitting back here 5-6 yards behind our quarterback that anytime we give him the football, he can put 6 points on the board. Just think about that. Just think about as a fan, if you talking about, hey, I want to go see a player, that's a guy that you want to sit down and enjoy watching because I guarantee you, you'll see the type of runs that you don't see at the average Friday night high school football game. So I just want, from me as a fan, somebody that loves the sport of football, somebody that roots for young men in this sport, my prayers are that the young man can get through this season unscathed through, any, your normal, bumps and bruises. But I don't want the young man to miss any more games. I want to see him put up as much stats, get as much great tape. Colleges already know about him. He's already gotten offers and things like that. But I want to see this young man now go for state records, area records. I want to see that young man do that because he's that type of special. So Nino Joseph is one of the most dynamic players. And like I said earlier in this tape, I believe he's the best running back in Southwest Florida. And he's one of the best running backs in the state of Florida. He's only a junior, and he's ascending. And again, big things are going to happen over there in South Naples with that team, Coach Benhammer and some of the other players that they have there. Fall 2025 campaign, get that young man the ball. You guys are going to rack up some wins. You're going to shock some people. He's going to continue to do great things and lead the way for a very explosive offense. So, again, my hat's off to this young man. You are special. You're dynamic. You're everything a coach. Everything a coach. Say that one more time for emphasis. You are everything a coach loves in a football player. So keep it up. You keep working hard. I follow him on social media. He's fanatic with his workouts. I see him training middle of the week. He just has the mentality that he's not there yet, which is why he's going to continue to be a player because he works like a man that's hungry. He works like a man that is going somewhere. He works like football is everything to him. That's why I like this kid. That's why I like everything about him. So you go out there and you make some special things happen this season every Friday night. That's why you make Coach Powell